2, 1, drop it.
Hello Kalayat, welcome to my 13th vlog, Trek with Raj. This is me again and I will bring you to the Viper's Peak and Panday Falls. More tips on how to venture to these spots and what to expect so you can get the best experience ever. So stay tuned and watch the video till the end. For those who haven't subscribed yet, please do click the subscribe button and notification bell for updates on my latest trek vlogs. Tara, layat! For those who wanted to explore this place, you can take a jeepney ride from Rojas Avenue at Ateneo de Davao University, taking the Quezon Boulevard Road to crossing Bayabas to Rail Mercury Drugstore as your stop landmark. Then beside MDS, there are transport vehicles, motor sidecar, which can bring you to JKK Santa Cruz Upper Piedad Chapel, and finally to the jump-off spot where you can start trekking. As mentioned, since it's rainy season, the trail can be muddy and slippery. Proper footwear is a must for safety and comfort. The trail from the jump-off side to the grassland is just the usual stony road. Wide, some are concrete, but mostly it's not. Watch your footsteps as it may still lead you to trip off. Viper's Peak is mostly recommended to beginners who wanted an adventure with nature. A stunning view of Mount TALOMO and Mount Apo rising about 295 MASL, perfect for a nature getaway. Not so high, but it can bring lots of challenges for beginners. There are many routes you can choose depending on your tour guide and destinations. For this adventure, we took the Lantaw Banid Trail to the grassland, then to Panday Falls to Barangay Road, Tinolong Road, which is a loop trail. The first destination for the jump-off is the Lantaw Banid. It's a snack-in store where you can load yourselves up with food and refreshments way up to the grassland where you can take your Instagrammable photos. So strike a pose and upload your best shots. Best timing is early in the morning so you can capture the beauty of the grassland with the sunrise. The real challenge begins for beginners when you start trekking towards the slope trail of grassland going to the Viper's Peak. Very slippery when wet, and it becomes super duper slippery when you are not wearing the appropriate footwear. Next challenging part is when you cross two rivers along the way, especially now mostly flooded due to possible downpours the night before your adventure. So make sure you had your warm-ups para dili malisang sa mga bika-bika. Viper's Peak is a common spot for day hikers, but you can still choose to have an overnight stay. No entrance fees, no ground fees, just be responsible of your trash. You may or may not book a guide for your adventure so long as you know the trail up to the Viper's Peak, but just to make sure, better have wine. For me, the best spot for pitching your tents would be in the grassland. Things to bring: water bottles for hydration as always, proper trekking shoes with spikes as the trail can be slippery as expected for rainy seasons. You will lose a lot of sweat, so better bring with you extra clothes. For hungry trekkers, please do bring with you some trail foods, though it's not necessary since there are stores along the way. For added comfort for your trekking experience, trekking poles and umbrellas will do. Then the final challenge is when you start trekking the uphill to the peak where you will really sweat a lot. So gear up with your water bottle to prevent dehydration at pili na lang og pag-ampo for a safer layat. At the peak, there is a store where you can buy some snacks and drinks. What's best is they accept orders for a tasty native chicken soup meal. You can also bring with you some raw meat and request them to cook it for you. Charges may differ depende sa sabot. If you will decide to have side trips to nearby falls, you can definitely find more challenging trails, but just a friendly tip, make sure you are physically and mentally prepared because it will really test your endurance and faith. At the end of the story, every layat is just a mind game. In today's video, side trip destination is the Panday Falls. As pre-mentioned, more challenging trails are ahead of us. At first, I decided to take the back trail, but then again, the convincing powers of my kalayats are even more powerful than mine. So I took the challenge with an open heart and a smile. The trail, as expected, was muddy, slippery, technical, and dangerous for beginners that you need to really mind your own footsteps. Long walk and you will experience river trekking that you must really endure things physically and use your instincts para di ka maangol, maslide, and worse, katawan sa imong mga kalayat. After trekking approximately 2 hours, all things will be paid off when you reach the Panday Falls, and surely, after all, you will decide to take a short dip worth of your effort to reach it. After we had our moments at Panday Falls, we decided to head back via loop trail. So from Panday Falls, we took the Tinolang Road and we had our exit in the same spot, Lantau Banud. Approximate expenses. Guide fee 500 pesos, which can be divided into group. Transpo from Rojas to Toril 50 pesos. Toril to jump off 50 pesos. And perhaps food 150. And for other expenses, it's your personal choice. I think that's all for this video, and if you have questions or clarifications about this adventure, feel free to write a comment. I'll get back to you the soonest I can. Until the next adventure, keep safe and stay tuned. Trek with Raj.